Hello and welcome to our Extended Disc webinar. Today's webinar is on Extended Disc support and resources. Welcome, my name is Christina Bowser and I'm the training director here at Extended Disc, and with me for our brief 15-minute webinar today is my colleague, President of Extended Disc North America, Marku.
Hello everybody. Hi Christina.
Hello. So it's one of the things I think we're most proudest of is our support that we provide to our clients. So I asked Marku here to just kind of chat a little bit about it. I don't know if you're ready for this, but here we go.
Now, I would like to say we record these sessions like we always do. We'll post in a couple of days into our website. So if you want to share with your colleagues or others, you can do that. And because there's so many people online, we encourage you to type in your questions because we will follow up on those after the webinar. Promise we'll get response to you as quickly as possible. We just can't take them live.
Thank you, Marku, for covering me. So let's talk about the benefits of being an Extended Disc client.
Well, we're going to talk about a couple of things today. Some of our resources are completely free to our clients. Others are physical products that we do charge for because obviously there's a production cost and we ship them to our clients. But those are optional. But I do want to make this very clear for those people who are in the audience who are not using Extended Disc. These products are specific to Extended Disc, and we only offer them to Extended Disc users. So if you're using some other product and committed to it, honestly, this is not going to be a very relevant topic for you, but I wanted to make sure you don't waste your time. So that's very clear.
That's very kind of you. And Marku's a little more modest than I am, but you can see our logo here. You'll see it everywhere. I put it on my signature everywhere. I'm proud of it. We are 2018 top 20 company, only because 2019 hasn't come out yet, for assessment and evaluation through the training industry. So I know Marku set very high standards from the very beginning when I started as a trainer here that we were going to be the best support in the industry. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like we are.
Well, I think we certainly get a lot of feedback every day from a lot of clients that they like not only a support, being responsive, and really making sure our facilitators and other clients too get responsive support and their questions are answered at no cost. The materials we provide, the physical materials, they're optional, but I wanted to make very clear when we started developing those that they need to be highest quality in the industry. And I think that's the one reason we get a lot of people who don't use Extended Disc wanting to buy these products as well.
Which is true. We get calls all the time, but sorry, you do have to be a client of Extended Disc for our support materials. I do want to just mention, Marku said trainer support, it is provided. And in fact, we talked about it last week that, doing the certification is one way we start building our relationship with our clients, that they feel free to come to us to kind of bounce ideas or have questions. And I say as a trainer, as long as you don't abuse me, we will provide as much information as you need.
Yeah, we certainly want to do that. And when we talk about today's content I think you can divide it three areas. One is the physical products that we'll share information about those. Then we have the trainer support that is with our staff members like you, our coaches who work directly with facilitators to help to answer their questions live through our 800 number. And also it's kind of ongoing help, maybe kind of bounce off some training ideas, exercise, etc. And then of course we have that client resource site where our clients can 24/7 download materials, PowerPoint, exercise, handouts, and that's at no cost.
Yeah, and we even have a lot of resources on our Extended Disc public website, and we'll talk about that as well. So let's start with the support materials.
Yes, let's go right there. Facilitator guide, you know this better than I do now, so maybe you can kind of share what this is all about.
Sure. Part of your certification, or you can get it separately, is what we call the Facilitator's Guide. And what it's designed to do is it is designed to help you deliver a half-day disc workshop. So from ground up. So obviously we assume you have, the facilitation skills. We don't train in that, but what stories do you need? What exercises can you use? How can you deliver different sections of the 4 steps to effective communication? It's all there. We just try to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, I think time is so valuable, so I don't think facilitators really have time to build these courses. If we provide them something that literally holds their hand through half a day session, and I think I hear a lot of clients say we do full day sessions using this facilitator guide, but really what I hear most often is that it really helped me have that confidence in delivering those first couple of sessions. After people deliver maybe 3 or 4 sessions, I think they begin to develop their own stories. But until you are at that point, this will really help you have those stories, those exercises to make it really as effective as possible, but also as easy for the facilitator as possible, so they don't have to spend a lot of time preparing for the sessions.
Yeah, and what I tell people is, not only do we provide you the agenda, the curriculum, we also provide you the PowerPoint. So, our job, I think I say it over and over again as I train people, is our job is to make your life as easy as possible. Extended disc and disc, that's all I do. But for you guys, it's one additional tool in your toolbox. So this is one way to do it effectively and as easily as we can do for you.
Right, and this is really designed for training sessions where you have a group of people in the room, whether it's 5 or 50 or 500, you can use this. How about on one-on-one situations? What do we have there?
So we have what we call the coach's playbook, and it is essentially for you to be able to debrief the extended disc assessment one-on-one. I always tell people, whether you do one-on-one or not, there is so much valuable information on how to read the extended disc assessment. So whether you are actually debriefing one-on-one, I highly recommend you go through the coach's playbook once. It also gives you a lot of options. Of if you're interested in customizing the extended disc report. In the appendix, we have a lot of options there, but the coach's playbook is designed to debrief the extended disc standard individual assessment.
And it really allows the facilitator or the coach to really understand that there are layers of interpretation. In some training programs, you don't have the luxury of time to go deeper in the interpretation. The coach's playbook really helps you understand those deeper levels and how to really not only effectively debrief the report one-on-one, but have that knowledge about what the tool can really do.
I agree. So definitely recommend this one. Markku, my favorite, I know I'm not supposed to play favorites, but my favorite support material is the 4 Steps to Effective Communication Self-Development Guide. I've been here 6 years and I still use it. So tell me about it.
Well, the way I look at this, and I date myself here because when I went to college, I used those Cliff Notes quite a bit. But this really is kind of cliff notes to disc, and it really is really have 2 audiences, if you will. One is that facilitator to have that deeper knowledge of the disc styles and using the 4-step approach we talk about at almost every webinar. But it really was designed and can very effectively use by the participants. So they have a workbook that not only they can use in exercise in the training program, but it's something they can and will refer to on an ongoing basis because it's not a thick book, but it is a really powerful content. And I think it's, of course, a little biased source here, but I think it's presented in a way that it's very effective and it gets to the point and not be fluffy where you're trying to have too much content. It's really focused to be very effective tool to learn disc.
Yeah, and it perfectly complements the assessment itself. So our next most popular tool, I would say, is the quick reference card.
It certainly is. I mean, I still refer to this myself after 22 years. Just about every day, I carry it in my briefcase. I have it on my desk. And it really is that visual reminder about how to identify the styles, what to do, what not to do, and also how to communicate more effectively these styles. If you haven't used that or seen it, go to our website and learn a little bit more about it. But this hundreds of thousands of these are on the marketplace because it's so popular.
Yeah, this is when we get the most calls about probably, can I have this? As long as you're a user of extended disc tools, you can. The next one is, I love the way you mentioned it. Quick reference card versus quick reference
Well, the quick reference card we just looked at, that's really what I call the D style and I style version. The booklet provides more information, more detailed information. So I look at it more of an S style and C style version.
Someone who needs more information.
More information, and it does provide more information. But again, it's very portable. It's something that you will refer to on a daily basis to help you really modify your behavior to become more successful with others.
And what's great about it now is it, again, complements the assessment report itself. These do's and don'ts and communicating with, it's an introduction, and then you can refer your clients back to the actual report itself where those suggestions, the do's and don'ts, are specific to their profile too.
Yeah, the booklet and the card, the way when people talk about our clients, really they tell me that it's a confidence builder. Have something that they can carry with them to a
That's a great
sales
point,
appointment
yeah.
or interacting with the employees. Easy to use, but it really provides that confidence.
All right. Another popular, highly recommended is our Play and Learn card game.
Yeah, it's one product with 4 different games. It was designed so you can use it with very small groups of as a handful of people in the conference room or training room to large audiences where you really want to get people moving, having fun. You can actually, there's so many different ways you can play it. Not only the different games, but for example, one of my favorite things is put similar styles at the same table. So you see how these versus I styles are playing the very same game,
Yeah.
and people can visually and they can hear the difference, how the different styles interact and how they are different. Not better or worse, but how they're different from the other 3 styles.
Yeah, and what's great about it is it's an exercise you can pack and travel with you. You may not plan on using it, but maybe you have extra time. Boom, it's right there.
Very portable. And one thing that I hear too, there's never any technical issues.
Exactly.
This is low tech, but high impact.
High impact,
Right.
yes. The quick reference training room posters. I just basically say they are the quick reference cards blown up to poster size. Again, very visible reinforcement tool.
That's exactly. It's a reinforcement tool. When employees see this on the wall of the hallways or conference rooms, employees know this is important. This is something that my manager, the organization values here as part of the culture. I better embrace it and learn it and use it.
Exactly. And next, last but not least, is the blank extended disc diamond.
Yeah, it's a flip chart paper, so it's the same size as standard flip chart. Different ways people use it, obviously in training situations. A lot of times the facilitators ask the participants go and say, where are you located on this 4-quarter model? Maybe how you adjusting your behavioral style, so they draw the arrow. That's one way that I think probably the most popular one. More impactful one, I believe, is when manager has this on their office wall and they draw their team, and it really communicates without any words that, hey, manager values this. This is something, again, that I need to practice, because if you do a disc training session and never go back to it, people kind of look at it as a flavor of the week or a month, and they don't use it. But when manager has it on their wall, they know it's important to my boss. I'm going to make sure I know how to use it as well.
I totally agree with you. Our latest support materials is the extended disc style videos. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, they're on our website, extendeddisc.org. No cost to them. Really, people from all walks of life use this, individuals who are curious about the disc. It provides quick overview and introduction to the extended disc model, and then there are videos for each of the 4 styles. So sometimes people use it as a little pre-work for the workshop. Also, it's a reinforcement tool after the workshop, so people can have a reminder again what these disc styles are. They're animated, so they're politically correct, as you say, and they're quick and get to the point.
Exactly, yeah, they're quick.
Very popular.
So the Extended Disc public website, where you would find those training videos, has a lot of resources there as well. Like, all our webinars that we do live, we put them on the public website. Anyone has access. If you need a refresher, I tell people, if you need to use the leadership workshop, or you have to find out how do I practice identifying disc styles of others, you can find them under our blogs, under our webinars. They're all there.
Yeah, extendeddisc.org is where the action takes place when it comes to extended disc. So go there. There is a section here about our support materials that provides images, pictures, descriptions about what we just talked about now in this webinar. Like you said, the webinars, our online resource center. And you can also, on the top toolbar, click to events and see what are some of the upcoming not only webinars, but trade shows and other things that we have available to our clients and others at no cost.
Exactly. And last but not least, our VIP client resource site. You want to talk about that?
Well, the idea is that people need support materials at a second's notice. So it's a 24/7 resource to our clients, so they can download free handouts, exercises, PowerPoints, lot more that I can't.
Sample reports, how to use the admin site.
step by step.
No additional cost.
No additional cost. This is how you do a 2-hour session. This is how you do a 4-hour session. So it's an online resource to make it as convenient as possible. So if you are working late in the office and you can't get a hold of your coach that very moment, you know you get the next day, but you can still go there and get the support that you need.
Exactly. So, boy, that 15 minutes went fast. Thank you guys all for joining us.
We have so much stuff.
I know. Well, we had to pare it down, but we have another webinar coming up, not in next week, but the week after, called Stress Levels Around the World.
Yeah, we at the extended disc, when we do our validation study, we also track things what we call a stress index around the world. So we're going to talk about not only how the stress levels are different around the world. We touched on some other topics about maybe how the disc styles are different when it comes to stress. When we talk about stress, unfortunately,
we all have it.
We all have it, and therefore it's always one of the most popular topics. So it will be fun, and our time is up. So hope everybody's going to have a great spring break.
All right, take care, everyone.